What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the MrMaple Show. I'm Brian. This is my homie Corbin. We've got a huge lineup of trees for you guys today. 10 we're going to talk about. We're actually listing 20 today, but we're going to highlight 10 of those trees for you guys, just to give you an idea of some of the really nice Japanese maples and other plants that we have coming up on today's 10 at 10.
Yeah, man, we got some pretty dope stuff we're going to be highlighting today in this video. But guys, just remember, there's always stuff on the website. It's not just a 10 at 10. Dude, there's literally like stuff on the website where I'm like, man, how is this still like up on here, man? So sometimes it's nice, go look at the website, scroll through there, because you might just find a hidden gem that you didn't know you were looking for.
Now here's a little tip for those, those savvy shoppers out there. Go to the website before the 10 at 10 hits, right? You do your shopping, kind of casually build your cart of the stuff that's already on the website. Then when the 10 at 10 hits, you drop it in, boom, check out, you got it. And you get a nice little order. Saves you on shipping doing it that way as well. So we always appreciate you guys' business here at MrMaple.com. Now this is the 10 at 10 for 9/23/2025. We got a really nice lineup for you guys today. We're starting out with some XLs. Dude, these need to be potted up, to be honest with you. We could put these in 3 gallons, let these things go, and they'd be ready next year. But we're trying to get these out available for you guys. We got Acer palmatum winter red.
And winter's coming, bro. It's about to be cold outside in that garden, man. The conifers are about to come out to play. And guess what? They need a friend. This is gonna look great paired with those deep green, evergreen colors. Because guess what? This thing is red during the wintertime, man. Who would have thought that?
Who would have thought that? Yeah, I love coral bark varieties of Japanese maples. They have a lot of nice array of colors. This kind of gives you that real classic coral bark vibe out in the garden for sure. The red colors is a little muted this time of the year, but we're starting to get into those cooler months. Once you get into those winter months, once the leaves drop, it really intensifies the red on this bark, so you can really kind of enjoy the transition into the winter interest tree that we all kind of know this as. Beautiful yellow fall colors too, which I think just accentuates that red bark color even more when this thing goes into its fall color. So it's always an exciting time to watch a coral bark kind of transition through the seasons.
Yeah, man, it's so cool, especially whenever like little things in the garden start like linking up with each other. It's like, if you ever went to apple, I picked apples a couple weeks ago, and it's just interesting. And I watched some videos online about harvesting fruit, looked at some videos about how the Japanese grow their fruit to where the sunlight kind of hits that completely just perfect. And it's cool because it's like the same thing happens with the bark on these coral barks. That different areas that are exposed to different suns will have different gradients, and it's just cool, man. It's like, I'm sure there's some similar chemistry going on like in the skin of the plant that there is to the skin of an apple. I'm not no scientist or nothing, man, but that's just my observation. And this is gonna look great in the garden. I just love like that fall color that those coral barks bring.
Yeah.
There's just nice yellows that's gonna play between its own bark. Like that's like one of my favorite times. It's funny, man. It's whenever this thing's dropping leaf and whenever it's out of leaf, this thing kind of is just showing its full beauty. And I just think that's got a lot of merit to it. Awesome, beautiful tree.
I mean, huge XL sizes on these as well, guys. Make sure you jump on this opportunity to get a beautiful winter red.
Oh yeah. Man, oh man, variegated plants, one of my favorite things. We got one that I just learned about recently, Kasen Nishiki, guys. Now this one is a very unique variegated form. It kind of stands out even next to some of those heavy hitters like that butterfly or, that's sort of Arino Nishiki style plants as well.
Yeah, I love this. This one's very rare. I mean, this is one you don't see come around very often here. I'm glad to see us getting this one back into production for you guys. It's an exciting variegated Japanese maple. If you're into variegated plants and you're kind of into like the super rare stuff, I mean, people can say I got a butterfly, but can they say I got a Kasen Nishiki, right? I mean, so this is an exciting one to talk about today. Nice variegation. Me and Corbin were just talking about how it kind of takes characteristics from a lot of the variegated types we love and kind of mix them together. So you get a little bit of that like kind of butterfly effect, some of that kind of stringy looking variegation on the edges of that, but then you get some marginal, a little bit of sand dusting. So it plays through a lot of the different variegation types that you see on these, but really consistent variegation throughout.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is one of like my favorite styles of variegation, you know, especially being combinations of multiple ones.
Yeah.
I think this is going to play really well with, I mean, all those kind of pink, white, and green colors. That's like one of my favorite maple color combinations. I know that that's like kind of commonplace, but it's like Kokonoe-yama, you know, that Beni Sukasa, and then also, you know, Beni Shishihinga as well. Just like, I think all those, like you put them all together, you notice they're going to share a lot of similarities, but there's going to be a lot of differences. Like this one just has such unique leaf shapes. I mean, there's lots of different styles of leaves I've seen on this one where it just looks very interesting and provides a lot of nice texture, especially with those highlights of pinks and whites. This is going to be one you can put in the shade too, man, and like pull some different colors out of it.
A lot of plants, you know, you put them in the shade, you might lose some of the characteristics that you like, but the variegated and green types really kind of play well in those shady locations. I love that about it, especially when it goes into the fall colors. I always talk about this with variegated plants because when they go into fall color, they get a multicolor because that variegation kind of creates a different palette for the color to display differently on the solid green part and versus the variegated parts. So you get this two-tone fall color, which I really love. You get some light pinks against the reds. Really plays off of just, you know, everything you love about variegated plants. I think this one does it really well.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. This is one I'm going to have to add to my collection. So should you.
All right, guys, we got another awesome Japanese maple for you. I love when we can get into some of these varieties that kind of speak to that true characteristics. Weeping style Japanese maple. We're all familiar with the Ryusen, one of the most popular of the weeping style Japanese maples. Well, we've got a selection from Ryusen called Hoshi Zora today. Nice weeping style Japanese maple for you.
Yeah, so this is from Kobayashi Momiji, so I believe they're the guys that introduced to Mukiyama and that sort of stuff. So
yeah, just a couple of nice little cultivars along the way there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 300 years of tradition brought you this Hoshi Zora, man. This is actually a child seedling of Ryusen, which is a child seedling of Nakakomoto weeping, that lineage of, this giant weeping variety tree. It's just super, super dope. Hoshi Zora translating to that starry skies Japanese maple. So
yeah, these are really, really good size today, guys. A lot of these are the XL sizes that we have available right now. These could really be in a 3-gallon. We say that a lot, but sometimes when you can get those really good deals on some of this larger XL stuff, so you see on our website, sometimes we'll distinguish between a regular 1-gallon or an XL 1-gallon. So I always like to try to give you guys an opportunity to see some of these XLs. That's why we broke out that big winter red to show you at the beginning there. But we got a lot of great XL sizes right now available on these, and these Hoshi Zoras are just absolutely beautiful. Put this in a nice pot up on the front porch, man. Let it just weep, cascade down from that. I love the weeping style Japanese maples. And this one's claim is kind of that it's got a nice brighter or maybe a better Ryusen fall color. So a little bit brighter orange reds that you can get in the fall with this. So really excited to be able to offer this in this size.
Dude, one thing too, I just love like planting and putting stuff in containers, because like it really just allows you to change the tree so much, right, man. I think like sometimes, for me at least, I kind of got stuck in like the fact, well, it's like the tree is like this, you got to put it in the pot exactly like that. But dude, just adding like a little bit of like a canter to the actual tree itself, really just like, it can bring so much movement. I mean, you go from kind of this you know, tree that's weeping outwards to more, if you put it like that, you have like an upward kind of appeal. It's going to start branching out in different ways. And I mean, same thing for yours, man. I mean, that one might even look a little bit better on like a tilt, honestly, because it just kind of accentuates the curves in the maple as well. I think weeping varieties really have like a lot of play that you can do, just potting them up, planting them anyway, and they're a really creative plant.
But yeah, this is a great opportunity for you guys to get a sweet size on these Hoshi Zoras. So pick one of these up today, man. Appreciate you guys checking these out with us. All right, guys, I got something exciting for you here. Now, when I was putting together this list, Tim was like, man, Brian, just remember you got to bring the fire. And I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. So right here we got Acer truncatum, fire dragon. All those truncatum lovers out there, get excited. We finally got some truncatums in the house for you guys. Some nice 2-gallon size of fire dragon, man. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, dude, this one's super dope. Anytime I think about this sort of plants, I just think about MrMaples, man. Like, that's such an awesome nursery down there.
Yes.
This is an introduction from Keith Johansson out of MrMaples.
Yeah, man.
I think he was the one that started it. Now the homie Scott Hubble is out there, man. It's
killing it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's a super awesome guy. I mean,
man.
Talented, very nice. Definitely go check out MrMaples. You know, they're gonna have some truncatum varieties, but right now, get a chance to check out one here on MrMaple. We got some nice sizes of these. These are pretty fairly vigorous trees, and what's cool about this, man, what I love is like this hobby, this like passion, it allows you to like walk through a city a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to notice specific ornamental trees kind of reappearing. Dude, after I was done getting full on that Texas barbecue, whenever we was down there a couple years ago, or a year ago, dude, we were walking around outside. Sean was smoking a cigarette. We were just chatting. And dude, I see these giant truncatums in Texas growing there, man. And I think they were just straight species, but it's so cool, man, whenever you start seeing trees that you know. And it's like, I think that kind of brings something else to it. But then also, it was like a concrete parking lot with a bunch of, you know, some clay as well, dude. So, and those truncatums were thriving, man. So this is one that's super heat tolerant. This can handle some abuse, man, and just some great fall colors as well.
Yeah, I absolutely love the truncatum varieties. This one's going to give you some kind of extra ornamental features that's just outside of the straight species, which I love kind of how they're getting into kind of the ornamental characteristics, trying to expand into the world of truncatums to provide some interesting things. So this gets some nice bright red fall colors, which typically most truncatum straight species are going to go with those yellow colors. So this gives you a nice red fall color. Heat tolerant, man, I grew this in Oklahoma. I had the pleasure of meeting Scott early on in my collecting days and collected a lot of the truncatums varieties, and I can tell you, man, these do very well in full sun and high heat areas. They handle drought, they handle heat. They're such a great tree for the landscape, and with this variety it gives you that ornamental, kind of that great fall color that I think a lot of us are looking for when we add plants to our landscape. So great opportunity, great sizes on these. I mean, these are going to sell out lightning fast. So make sure you pick one of these fire dragons up.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we got another awesome tree for you in this lineup. What do we got today, Corbin?
Man, Gee Whiz, I wonder what we got today. Taxodium, distichum, Gee Whiz, man.
Gee Whiz, Gee Willikers, you know? I mean,
exactly.
It's such a funny little saying, but this is a really cool tree. We were just kind of sitting here kind of looking into it to make sure we described exactly what this thing does for you guys. This is a nice dwarf compact variety of the bald cypress, which is really exciting. I love how the shapes on these are all so uniquely different from each other. Just looking at the two that we have here, they've got a nice little skirt down below, and then they start to branch out, and each one has its own unique kind of style and shaping to it. I really love the texture that brings too.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, this is a very amazing plant. It's going to get about as wide as it is tall, a little bit taller. But this is a super slow growing dwarf. I think it's going to hit its more mature size around 15 years, which is that, you know, that 4 to 5 feet by 3 to 4 foot wide. Very, very beautiful, elegant tree. If you got some more damp areas, this is going to look great. If you got a smaller garden, man, maybe you're trying to get a little koi pond in there, man. You just want a little area to sit back and enjoy it. But you know, like in southern gardening, I mean, they're going to use a bald cypress. So if you want that kind of aesthetic, but you don't have like that size of the garden, I think this one could handle some kind of pruning, a little bit of shaping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of give you like that kind of bonsai aesthetic next to your small little koi pond, and give you know, some shade to the fish, give a little protection to them, and it's not going to have too much of a hard time, because guess what? These grow in water, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I love the bald cypress, man. They're so versatile in the landscape, and to have one that's going to give you a tight, dense, compact shape, I think is really cool. Like you were talking about, there's very few gardens that's got room for a gigantic bald cypress out there, so this gives you an opportunity to have that texture and color in your garden. And I love it when these go into fall color too. I love a deciduous conifer that goes into fall color, because it's this bright kind of orange bronze color before it drops leaf, and then it's going to expose these intricate structures that these create too, which I think is an exciting time to think about that. So a 4-seasonal interest here. You get some great structure during the winter, and then as always, man, they're putting on a show in the spring, summer, and in that fall time. So great plant, good sizes on these for you guys today. Deciduous conifer, pick one up today. Gee whiz.
Guys, this right here, one of my favorite plants. We got Hydrangea Kokonoe-yama.
Yeah, man, this thing is cool. Me and Corbin's been we can't say enough about this lately. We both picked one of these up recently, so we're all jazzed up and excited about it. But really exciting plant, man. This thing gives you some crazy style of variegation that you don't really see in the hydrangea world. You kind of think of this more of like in maples, you know, that sand dusting style variegation over top. Really, really interesting variety of hydrangea. I'm excited to be able to offer this to you guys. I think if you've got a spot in your garden, you're needing something really interesting that's going to draw your interest throughout the season, this is a cool one to add, man. Dude,
yeah, put this next to Kumoi Nishiki, dude. Put this next to, you know, Ukigumo.
Yeah.
Because like whenever this thing pops up in the spring, and this is what attracted me to it. I was just walking around. First off, you notice this big like carpet of like white at the set, and it's just like, this thing looked perfect in that 55% shade. And then as it kind of start to bloom, dude, the blooms on this thing, it is one of the most beautiful like violet colors that I've ever seen, man. Just like a lavendery like violet color.
Yeah.
That just contrasts like so well. It's I know I get a little hippy dippy, guys, and I say that a lot, but I'm like, dude, it's like this tree is like almost like poetry, man. Whenever it's just like this elegant kind of tree. It's a lace cap hydrangea.
Right, my favorite style of bloom. Yes. I just think it's so like ornamental, so intricate. Like you want to get your camera out, you want to just kind of study that bloom and just see all the way that flowers display. These tiny little flowers throughout the middle, and then these bigger petals throughout. It's so wild how that thing displays those flowers, and then you have that variegation to play off of that color contrast. It's such a great plant, guys. I tell you, man, like, you know, when it comes to like outside of maples, you know, I'm crazy about maples, but I've been getting into a lot of these like flowering perennial shrubs and things like that to add to my garden, because I want to continue to add different layers of interest. And this thing, I think it hits on so many levels. Like we talk about, like you said, this is like one of those plants, I think, as a gardener or somebody into plant, like you got to have one of these. Like this should be on your list to get. And we got a nice set of them, some 1 gallon sizes for you guys today. All of them showing some nice variegation on this. Really excited to have this.
Yeah, man. I mean, one of my favorite things about this is like, you know, those flowers kind of bloom. And it's just like kind of cool because, yeah, like you were saying, like those little blooms, they kind of are in orbit of that lace cap,
right? Which
is so nice. But I just love watching this thing change, man, because as those flowers kind of start to lose some of their vitality, Oh man, I feel like the plant almost got cooler because like in my tree it had left some of like those you know, those colors in the veining of the hydrangea bloom. So it's just like this beautiful little kind of white gray, off-white kind of color bloom with these little lightning streaks of purple and pinks, and I was just like,
yeah, it's almost like
man.
You kind of see into the insides of the plant as that, you know, starts to fade and dry out. Those flower blooms look awesome. I mean, I've seen a lot of those like dried hydrangea blooms cut and used in flower arrangements and things like that. So a lot of cool things you can do with this plant. Great for the landscape. Pick one of these up today.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we got another exciting Japanese maple. I love this one, man. I love whenever trees kind of start to break the rules a little bit, get into some unique characteristics. That's what we're all about. We got Acer japonicum, Aka Omote.
Yeah, man, they should call this like Aka Omote, man, because it makes me go. Now, I'm just playing around, guys. This is an awesome spring color interest japonicum. Yeah. And guess what? I mean, I don't even have to say this because I mean, I'm sure all you experts at home know japonicums also go great in the fall time too.
That's right, man. And as you can see, this one right here is really starting to put on some nice fall color display, some bright reds. And what we got here, just so you guys understand, this is a regular 1 gallon size here, and we have some XL sizes available as well. And not only that, just a little secret information here, we also have 10 gallon sizes of this available on our website. Now the 10 gallons are for pickup only. They're not shippable sizes, but you can get one of those and then come and pick them up here at the farm, or come to one of our open houses and pick it up then. But today we've got these 2 sizes available for you guys, some nice XLs and some regular 1 gallons.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an amazing japonicum. I think obviously it's going to catch your eye during the fall time, but whenever I'm walking around during the spring in the houses and just kind of see like this beautiful blushing of like that orange and red that slowly kind of fills up the leaf in, it's kind of a magical thing. And just to know that you're going to get that sweet little present at fall too is just amazing. Such a beautiful shaped leaf as well.
Yeah,
really.
It gives you kind of like a smaller size leaf for a japonicum, so it gives you kind of a smaller size leaf, which I love. Very rounded. When it first leaves out, it kind of has this kind of a red or orangish hue over top. And I love like the pubescence on some of those like japonicum leaves that you can get. It's like this really kind of this silvery fine hairs all throughout. Just makes that color just like this crazy sheen over top. Japonicums just do everything great, right? They have great fall color. They have these amazing round leaves. And then this one giving you that kind of red blushes into the japonicum world, which is very rare. I mean, there's a few others out there like Blushing Beauty, some of those. But I love this one. Now, this has also been listed as ruby. A lot of places you'll see it as ruby. We planted one of these in our garden. My wife wanted one because her grandma used to be, was known as Nana Ruby. So she grew up with her Nana Ruby, and we planted one of these in memorial of her in our garden. So it's just a fun way to just think about trees as memorial trees, and a beautiful one to plant for that reason.
Don't miss out on this tree. Gonna go quick. All right, guys. Brand new Mr. Maple plant dropping today. Wah, wah, wah. Where's the air horns? Wah, wah. Guys, we got an awesome Picea orientalis Riptide.
Yeah, man, this is one that was found by none other than Talon Buckholtz out at the Buckholtz Nursery Farm out there in Oregon, which is now a part of Mr. Maple. We're so glad to be a part of that thing, and just seeing how our 2 nurseries work together. It's an awesome companionship for sure, and we're excited to be able to offer this one. This is a really cool newer introduction for you guys, a nice, tight, compact, and this thing is super slow growing, but it creates a unique shape in the garden. I love how like it just kind of has these sweeping waves that this thing kind of creates, these little dips and valleys inside that tight, dense compact habit. So really cool tree, man. We got these up on a standard today as well, so get a nice little height out of it.
Dude, I just had like a memory flash in my head, man, and I'm sitting here looking at this. So this name got put on there by my homie Jordan, who was, you know, he used to work at MrMaple, and now he works at Buckholz Nurseries, where they introduced us from.
Yeah.
He put the name on there, Riptide, because of kind of the way that this thing moves is just kind of reminiscent of that. It's kind of a little bit wider than it is tall, and just the way that those like tight, dense kind of needles kind of come in is so awesome. But this thing reminded me of kind of my first spruce love in the maple game, man. Tom Thumb, just because of like kind of this growth habit that it has. It has a very similar growth habit. I think Tom Thumb being a little bit more globose, but similar kind of range and size, I believe. But that would be a killer pairing with this tree, especially if you had like maybe you got 2 or 3 of these and like you had one Tom Thumb in the middle. That might be a little crazy, but I really do just think this is going to be such an awesome tree to have in the landscape.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about all the different ways you could use this. I mean, I would love to see a couple of these in in a pot, to, you know, up on leading into like a garden niche or something like that. Let that spread out, create such a dynamic presence in those containers. Really, really nice. I love that it's got some height with this standard as well. You can plant some things underneath and kind of accent some of that great color that you get on this thing. It's such a dark, like hunter green, really, really short, fine needles on that. And it just accentuates all of those like kind of tiny features, just continues to form into that dense, compact feature that it has. And I love the fact that this is going to be something kind of new and exciting out in the gardens places. You know, you say, man, I got a Riptide. There's not going to be too many people out there that's got this, so we're excited to be able to offer this to you guys today.
Yeah, and talking to Bob Finch from Conifer Expert, these are on a high standard, and I know for maples sometimes we want to get rid of that rootstock kind of immediately, but he was actually telling me, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not, I know he's been in the game for a long time, if you just keep a couple of those little you know, needle clumps on the actual rootstock itself, it can really improve like the health of the tree. It can make it more stable, so you don't have to have the stake up all the time. Just some food for thought on that one. Really, really awesome things. I'm happy that, you know, we get to bring this to y'all, because it's been in the works for probably what, like 7-8 years kind of deal. So it's really cool just to know this has been a long time coming, and it's kind of a tree we inherited from Talon through buying the nursery, and it's just awesome that it's coming to y'all here first, exclusively at MrMaple.com.
All right, guys, we got some nice 2-gallon sizes for you right here. We got a cool one, man. This was always one that, like, I feel like it should be on my radar, but I haven't had it in my collection yet. Matt and Tim always say if they haven't sold a tree to Brian, they ain't doing the right. But I'm sitting there thinking about getting one of these already. But I'll save them for you guys. Acer shirasawanum, green snowflake.
Yeah, man, this tree kind of makes me chuckle a little bit. I think I was going through one of the greenhouses at Buckholz, man, and
right,
you know,
you're just telling the people what you love about this tree, right?
Exactly, man. I just said, man, I love this tree because it's green and it looks like a snowflake, man.
I mean, is there anything more to say, right? I mean, you kind of covered all the bases.
I mean, that's the thing. There is a lot more to say about this plant. You know, it's going to be a pretty nice dwarf that is going to be a lot wider than it is tall.
Yeah.
And it's also got some amazing, you know, orangey yellow kind of fall colors going on too.
Yeah, being the shirasawanum lace leaf, I think that's super cool. Again, I always talk about I like trees that kind of start breaking the rules a little bit. Typically, you're thinking of that big round full moon leaf you think of with Acer shirasawanum, but you get a lace leaf variety with that influence, and you can really see it in the way that it has kind of a rounded shape of that dissected leaf. Kind of this really nice ruffled edges too. It's got a very kind of ruffled texture, especially once they start to dense up a little bit and get a nice little canopy going on. But really interesting tree for me. I think we need to look a little bit more into the shirasawanum world of like dissectums and kind of see. But I mean, green snowflake, some of the fall colors like Corbin was talking about, has this like weird like orange kind of peachy yellow color in the fall. Really, really nice. I just love the texture on this thing. It's crazy.
yeah, I mean, this is going to look great in the garden. To kind of give you that texture you need to break up. Maybe you have a lot of dwarf palmatums like in there. Throw this in there, have some kind of width spread out through the garden. Yeah, it's going to look great around maybe the base of some other trees where it can kind of be that skirt of something, which would be cool. It's green snowflake. It's gonna be a fun time, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, these are some nice 2-gallon sizes. These are a low graft, staked up tall. So I mean, if you like the height where they're at, you can just let that stake go from there and just let the tree kind of continue to weep, cascade down around it. Nice sizes on these guys. Don't sleep on green snowflake.
All right, on to some bigger sizes, man. We got an awesome Acer palmatum Beni Maiko.
Yeah, man. Last but certainly not least on the list today, some great sizes here in 2 gallons. These are stake tall, lots of great branching. I mean, this is going to create an instant impact to your garden when you get these planted out, especially with fall just right around the corner. What I love about these types, this kind of what I always kind of say is kind of that Distichum type or like Corallinum types. Definitely very spring focused interest on this particular Japanese maple. Beautiful bright cherry reds in the spring. Sometimes you get kind of these yellow eyes to it. Nice little like yellow veining down through the leaf. Really nice spring interest tree for sure, and especially in the 2-gallon size like this.
Yeah, man. I mean, that spring interest tree is super important in the garden. It kind of, you want to start off with a bang in the garden, man, and any kind of those Distichum types, the Corallinum types, are going to give you that kind of big spring interest. And it's going to be pretty amazing to have this in the garden. I really think, though, that these kind of shine in my eyes during that kind of second push of growth that we get. Sometimes if you live in a different state, you might get three pushes of growth. But here in North Carolina, it's usually just 2. And this thing, I've already got new growth popping off on this guy, which it's a little late in the season, but don't be worried about that. That's nothing to worry about. But yeah, just that kind of pink color, man, and that kind of red. I just think that it really allows there to be a lot of play between light in the garden because you're going to have these kind of greens that are highlighted. If you're looking up underneath of this, which this one ain't going to take very long to be able to look up underneath of it, man.
Yeah.
But it's just nice. I just love watching that light kind of pass through the leaves.
Yeah, really cool, man. I love thinking about this as for that spring garden. But really, I think, like you said, I think as you look at it throughout the season, it kind of keeps your interest with that summer new growth flushes over top of the older green. I think that's what made this tree so popular. I know it's popular in the bonsai world. A lot of like the Distichum types are very popular in the bonsai world because they have great spring color, great summer, and then great fall color as well. So it's a very versatile tree, and for the opportunity to get some of these this size, I think it's super rare. Starting to get a little bit of fall color blush on these. It's strange how, like in our greenhouses, some trees are starting to go into our fall color a little early. Some trees are still looking like, you know, hey, it's still summertime. So, but it's an exciting time of the year because you get to kind of watch that transition happen. The greenhouses are looking cool right now, and we're excited. We got a big open house coming up for you guys, so make sure you come out to our open house. It's going to be October 25th. So come out and check it out. It's going to be 8 to 4 on that. But we'll have a lot of great plants so you guys can come shop in person. But today we wanted to highlight 10 for you here on the 10 at 10 on the MrMaple Show. Hope you guys been enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, drop a like down below, drop a comment. You know, even if it's a mean comment, sometimes we get some trolls down there, but hey, any comment's a good comment to me, man. But yeah, tell us what you enjoyed about this, and yeah, I'm happy that we get to share this passion with y'all. And yeah, I love looking at new trees. I mean, I am a big fan of awesome plants, and yeah, that's why I love the 10 at 10, and that's why I love hanging out with my homie Brian, man. He's always trying to sell me some plants, man. He's like, check this one out.
Check this one out, yeah.
And
man,
to be part of that is pretty cool too, man.
And people always ask me, are you working or are you shopping? And I'm always doing both. Like, I can multitask, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can work and I can shop. But we got a great lineup for you guys today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure you go to MrMaple.com and shop with us. And Go show us some love on our Facebook groups too, Mr. Maple Friends group. Share some pictures of your gardens. You know, come out and see us at the open house. We always got so much stuff going on here at Mr. Maple, and we appreciate you guys being a part of it. So take care.
God bless.
Have a great day.